What's up, World of Warcraft players? This is part 2 of the Epic Gold Making Guide, and in this one I'm going to show you how to set up Auctionator and give you a few things of what Postal does. So let's just jump right into it, try to make this short and sweet. I'll go over the posting and everything later. That'll probably be the last one along with notes. So what you're going to want to do to set up lists, and I'll show you the lists that I have set up. You're going to want to go to the Buy tab and then click Options. And of course, you know, if you want to change any of this stuff, you most definitely can. The one thing that I do change automatically is the undercutting. There is no reason whatsoever to go over or under 1 copper, along also in TSM. So I'll automatically set that. Now selling, you can change these, you know, like how many you want to put, you know, 2 stacks of 1 for your gems or whatever. You'll see how that will apply later. Now your shopping lists, I've got Cata Chance that shops for enchanting mats, the Cata gems, and the Cata ore pretty much just shops for what it says. So you would click new and then obviously go through the process of making a new one. And this is basically what I've got listed for Cata ore is Elementhium, Obsidian, and Pyrite ore. Now my rule of thumb on the ore is right now it's profitable with buying it for half of whatever your Infernos are selling for. So like if your Infernos are selling for 30 gold a piece, then you buy the ore at 15 gold a stack. So, and make sure you buy in stacks. I only buy in 5, 10s, 15, or 20 just to keep it even in my bags and everything like that. Okay, now the Cata Chance, we'll go ahead and show you that. I search for Greater Celestial Essences, Heavenly Shards, Maelstrom Crystals, Hypnotic Dust, and Volatile Air. Those are your main ones that you're going to make your main enchants with to make a lot of money with the enchanting. So there's not really too much to this one. That's pretty much all there is. You can alt click, you know, if you want to search through something like that. Now see, that's obviously really cheap for gems. So if you've got the money, you could buy those out to reset at a higher price, but it depends on what server you're on. Some people like to be a pain and just re-undercut it. And they also like to do that with TSM, but people's going to learn with more people using TSM. Once you undercut somebody and you drop the price, they're not even going to notice with TSM. That's the one bad feature about TSM. I'd say the only feature is that it don't notice when somebody dramatically drops something, which is a little iffy, but this is still very profitable, and that's the reason why you set the limits that I told you in part 1 with Trade Skill Master. So that's definitely something you want to watch out for. And while we're talking about undercutting, right quick, of course, you know, the undercut 1 copper. And if you just want to automatically set options for every category or default or whatever, you go to the categories and groups, and these are your default settings. It's basically the same you would see in any of these, except this is the default for everything that you're going to be making and stuff like that. So very simple stuff. So same exact deal and everything like that. Now of course, to delete a group, I didn't mention that in the other video. I had to keep it kind of short. You would just click delete group, and of course you go under management and delete category. Now you could always click delete all groups in the category and stuff like that, so but that's something that you can't unchange, so be sure you do that beforehand. And let's show you a little bit about what Postal does. Now without Postal, you can, like, if you send yourself like a lot of crates, I call it crates, you know, you fill up this stuff and you send it to yourself or whatever, and it puts it in a little crate here. You can always shift click or you can shift click period and it'll do that. You can also click one and then hold down shift and click whichever other one you want to do, and it'll select every bit of those and leave, and just click open and it'll collect all that stuff for you. Auto mailing, it's very, very handy. I'll show you how to set that up right quick too. And if you want to open all, of course you click open all. You don't have to check those or nothing like that. So let's quickly review auto mailing. Now me, I've got an enchanter and I send certain people certain things, so that's something you want to watch out for. Immortality, I automatically send them my enchanting mats, my Jasper rings to DE, all the blue rings I sell in the auction house. The green ones I just disenchant for mats. It's way profitable. Whiptail, you'll need that for transmuting, Hessonite, let's see, volatile airs for enchanting, maelstrom crystals enchanting, hypnotic dust is enchanting, Hessonite, heavenly shards enchanting, heart blossoms is for Carillions, obviously enchanting, greater celestial essence, heart blossoms, cinder bloom is for Hessonites enchanting, and I'll get into the calculation of prices and everything like that in the jewel crafting video, because I'm going to do jewel crafting and transmuting together, or I'm going to try to. So this is basically what I automatically send to my enchanter. He's also my alchemist. This guy, I send the dailies. These are the only two I really do with dailies, deal with. Zephyrite, I store all of those. A lot of people like to vendor them, but I don't, because they are very profitable if you save them. Now if you collect gobs and gobs of them, then yeah. But I always at least try to keep 4 stacks of each on me for the dailies. And then the nightstones, these things can skyrocket on those days, so that's very, very important. And then another thing I do to help is I send all of my enchants to my to Ninja, my main, to sell, and then Amber Jewels, Ember Topaz, and Inferno Rubies. That helps really nice. Basically, to set this up, it's pretty simple. You just type in a player name and then it'll add it to the list, and then the same as before, you just click what you want to add or remove. You just go down the list, add or remove. Pretty simple, pretty basic. And we'll get into part 3.